If you're sick and tired of these complex strategies that have complex entry models and don't actually work, then you come to the right place, because today I'm going to discuss something that has worked for me, which is my 15-minute scalping strategy. I use this on a day-to-day basis to generate money in the markets, and today I'm going to share with you one of my favorite entry models, which is my 15-minute scalping strategy. I trade this live in front of an audience on a day-to-day basis on YouTube. You can see that entry. I have data of 1.5 years of entries taken from entry to exit, all tracked of this specific entry. Now, what I'm going to do differently is, instead of just explaining it to you by showing you how it's executed and how it's done, I'm actually going to jump straight into a backtesting session and show you the entry bit by bit as we go through the backtesting session, so you can see it done in real time and see how to execute it. I hope this is going to be a good way to explain it and be a useful video. With that being said, let's get straight into the video. All right, guys, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through the strategy as if I was trading it live here. But as you know, I do trade this strategy live. I do it as well on YouTube, like I said in the intro, but I like to go explain it through a simulator, something different, instead of me just drawing diagrams and showing it. Let me show you it in the action. So we come to a fresh chart. I've chose gold. So what we're going to do is we're going to get into this. The first thing I need to do is mark up. So I need to find out, where is my barriers on the chart? Where am I going to get stuck? So first thing we're going to do is mark our support and resistance. So since we're at all-time high, you don't need to scroll left to check where is resistance and where is supports. You don't need to do it because we're at all-time high. There's no price action. But say we were back here and we were starting trading from here, that's where you would need to start to mark your most recent support and resistance. So if we look left, where price is, the most recent is this one here. So you'd mark this one. The next one would be this, right? And you work your way up based on daily. So where we are right now, there's nothing. Now on a 4-hour time frame, if we go down on a 4-hour, you can see we're at 4-hour resistance here. So we need to mark this. So we put 4R. I like to name them so I know what I'm looking at. And this is going to show you obstacles, right? At the same time, we need to check what bias is. So bias is going to help us identify whether we're bullish or bearish for the session. Right now, as you can see in the top right, we are in London, but we're just about to tick into NY. So for me, I'm going to be looking at previous daily close. Previous daily did close bullish here, and previous 4-hour is closing bullish, which makes my session bias bullish, right? For the New York session, you look at previous daily and previous 4-hour. Now, what's very interesting here is we're going to go ahead and look at how to execute on a 15-minute time frame. So be sure to watch the rest of this video. My basics, all of the videos you'll watch, I always talk about markup and bias. It will look like a common thing. If you're a returning viewer, you're going to hear that again and again and again, but it's going to hammer it into your head as well. It's something I use all the time, right? No matter what is my entry strategy, that is something I always have. So bias today is going to be bullish. If you haven't watched my last week's video, I talk about bias in depth. So I'm not going to talk too much about it here because I made last week's video about that, and there's a free indicator included in that video to help you guys further. So 4-hour resistance there. Next time frame going to be 1-hour time frame here. At the 1 hour, we have the same resistance here. Now we could mark this resistance here, but for me, from here to here is not a tradable range. What do I mean by tradable range? Not worth it in terms of pip, so I'm not going to mark it. 30-minute time frame is the next time frame. Again, same, choppy here. I'm not looking. What we're really looking for is clean candle zones, because that's where price is smooth, right? This would have been a trade here. This was a nice trade to close above here, from here to get to this resistance. Clean area, smooth price action. That's what we want. We don't want to trade in just choppiness where we can get chopped up, right? So don't trade in choppiness so you don't get chopped up. Pretty simple, right? 15-minute, also the same. So today looks like a straight breakout trade, looking for a 15-minute candle close above. So you need to mark all the way down to the 15. If there was a resistance, we need to mark that. So what I need to look for now in this entry strategy is a 15-minute candle closing above this resistance here. So I must need two things. I need either clean candles to the left. We don't need that because we're at all-time high, but ideally we need no support and resistance where our entry is. We need a clean room. If I have a resistance right here, it's not going to be valid, right? It's not going to be valid. I'm not going to be able to take the trade. So I need clean room. That's exactly what I'm looking for. So we have clean room because we're at all-time high. We have structure formed, and now we need a candle closing above. That is going to be our entry confirmation. So what I'm going to do is going to skip by 15-minute candles because that's what we're waiting for. 15-minute strategy, 15-minute candle. 15-minute close is going to be the one. So we close bearish here. No entry. We're staying out this mess. Again, close bearish, no entry. Close bearish, no entry. I'm not taking sells. Remember, today bias is bullish. I'm not looking for sells. We close bullish here. I'm not taking a buy here because of this resistance right here. For me, this is too close. If you look at risk to reward, break of high, we're looking at 16 pips for a 50 pip stop loss. No way. No way 15, but that's how you'd mark this resistance anyways. Today we only have one line, which is pretty cool. Now, since we're only looking for buys, I don't really need to mark lower levels here. If you would like to do a markup, you can mark your 1 hour supports and stuff like that. You would do the same. We can mark 1 hour support here, 1S, but like I said, it's not tradable range. And you can see that it rejected exactly from the 1 hour support. So this is why that rocks, right? Because you'll take a sell and then you'll fail and you won't know why. So let's continue skipping here. And now we get a close above. So this is going to be an entry confirmation for me. I expect this to push. I expect this to break out. Now, this software I'm using is called PipLabs. It is not TradingView. It just uses TradingView, but it's a backtesting simulator. It allows you to see your P&L, allows you to see what time you're trading, and you'll see it also shows you tick data. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to place a trade here, long position, break of high, stop loss goes below the candle that closed above, right? And I'm simply going to press trade here on this software. Trade will allow me to place a trade, 1% risk, and that's it. Stop loss below the range here. Let's go here and we can now play the candles. Now this is what makes this software next level, is we can view how the candles were moving in real life and actually simulate. So what was very important here is we made a bottom wick first and I'm entering break of high. Those are two very important factors. So let's see if we can break the high, get triggered. Boom. Now we're in. Oh, whoa. We got triggered there and straight we're flying, man. Straight into 1-to-1. Now I was about to say you want to secure in 1-to-1, but holy crap. That just pushed past my 1-to-1. I did not expect that fast. I needed to be securing at my 1-to-1, at least something. So now you guys will get to learn how to manage a trade, I guess. Because I haven't closed yet. I haven't closed. So let's see if we can get back to that 1-to-1 so I can close something, man. Shit. I set my TP a little bit higher. See if we can get the boom. That's what I'm talking about. Should hit TP there. Should hit TP. Come on. So I'm going to close full there. That's the first trade, man. Clean. Very happy with that and the way it's moved. So with that being said, let's go on to London session the next day here, because I'm only going to backtest London and New York session. So I'm just going to skip to London session. So we need to do fresh markup, right? So we need to check where's our resistances here. So this candle hasn't closed yet. So this is not a valid 4-hour resistance. We still have yesterday's. Let's see the 1 hour time frame. We have a 1 hour previous resistance. So I'm still going to mark this because resistance can become support, right? So if we look at market structure, looks something like this. This resistance can become support and then go down. So we need to keep that in mind. That's why I'm marking that. And then we have a resistance up here as well. 1 hour. And yeah, plan for today is still bullish. Bias is still bullish. Previous daily closed bullish. Previous 4 hours, you can see closed bullish. So I'm still looking for buys. I'm looking for any type of support to form to buy back up. But we need to see that. We need more of a pullback. So ideally it can pull back. We need to start to mark the rest of our levels. So we did 1 hour. Next level is going to be 30-minute as well. Clean on 30-minute. Next level is going to be 15-minute here as well. So let's go ahead and see 15-minute. But we should be marking this level, and this level. All of these levels. But what we're going to do is we're just going to see, because we can't buy into all those levels. So we're just going to skip here a little bit like we did yesterday. 15-minute skip. Let's go. Next candle, and then we skip next candle. Now we're just ranging. So this actually is forming the setup I wanted to form, because what do we have here? We actually have a clean candle zone, right? We have a zone to trade from here to here. We are forming structure. Today bias is bullish. What do I need? I need a 15-minute candle closing above. And that will give me my same trade I took the day before, but we have structure here, candle close above, clean candles to the left. So we have no obstruction. Next obstruction is going to be somewhere here. We're going to mark that depending on the close. Now, what happens if the candle closes too deep here? It's a possibility that candle can close too deep. I can see something like that. If that happens, no trade, because we're too close to resistance, no range, right? So I can't take a trade if that happens. So we're going to continue this, skip this a little bit more. Nothing yet. We're getting a little bit late. Now we're going into pre-NY. So no trades in London. So if it does close above now with New York coming, I am interested with that to look for potential buy opportunity again. So let's go ahead and have a look here. So we rejected. We're coming even closer to New York. Liquidity grab. This is looking interesting here. This is looking interesting. If we can close above here, we have beautiful structure. I'm happy to take this trade. And we do get the close above. Very interesting. What I'm going to do is the same plan. I need to watch these levels here to the left, right? So let's mark this level here. And let's mark this level here as watch. I know there's a lot of lines, but we need to be careful because it could reject this and we can get stopped out. So same trade position we're going to take. Entry break of high. Stop loss below previous candle low. Now this is another story, but there's no bottom wick on the previous candle. So that I recommend you watch my no wick video. I'm going to target that 1-to-1, which is right there, which is quite nice. It's lining up. Now, ideally, where you don't need to be targeting a 1-to-1, you should be targeting the next level. So in this case, this is the next level or this, right? That's what you can target. But I'm trying to make this as basic as possible and give you something higher probability. As I said, as you get more advanced, like for me, I don't personally just target a 1-to-1 all the time. I try to get past it if I see the price action forming the way I want it, and target something actually on the chart, not just target a random 1-to-1 number, target a resistance, right? So the next target should be your next resistance. So in terms of this, our next resistance here, but I'm not going to use that as a target because it's not going to pay me enough. But I can use that to watch and move my stop loss to break even, which means moving your stop loss to entry. So for now, 1-to-1 is going to be the target. And we're going to then press trade. We're going to confirm this $1,000 risk and confirm that. So we can see the order went in, and let's go ahead and see what happens. Previous order here this was the trade we took plus the runner. So let's see how that goes here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this trade and see how it goes. So I'm going to again play the candles now so we can watch price action. Bottom wick is made. We got triggered into this trade straight into some drawdown. Okay, it's looking all right. Flip back up, rebroke the high is a very good sign. So when we tap this level, I want to be careful, right? So far we haven't tapped any level, so we're okay. As soon as we tap a level, we have problems. So we tap that level. You see the immediate rejection there. You can see immediately tap the level, rejected. Now this is where I'm going to be cautious. If I see this start to fail at my entry here, I probably want to get out. See if we can just get a little bit more. I still trust the trade. See, with these previous levels, this is where it gets a little bit more advanced. Previous levels, it's a very small. Think about it. It's only one candle that closed. So in this case scenario, when I only have such a limited thing here. Now we're getting pretty advanced. I want to keep this as simple as possible. We are clean candles here. This is not like if this was a resistance here, move this to here, 100% you'll break even on this trade. But this is clean candles here. So with how bullish we are and how we tap that level, until this 15-minute candle closes bearish, then I can close this trade for a small loss. I'm even teaching you management in this video. So leave a like on this video. Get the likes up to 500 likes. Would appreciate that. Let's see. So far it looks good. Let's speed it up a bit. Getting a bit bored. And perfect. Can we close above that zone? Done. Amazing. So now, if this comes back to entry, I'm probably getting out because there's no point of, oh shit, it just smashed TP. Yeah, but you see, when we rebroke, I was probably going to get out because it has no reason to make a bottom wick, break the high, and then fail again. And we just smashed TP there. I wonder how far this is going to go. Let's speed it up and see what happened. Very interesting. We are in a New York session now. The trade is basically done for the day here. You take one trade and enjoy your day. That's my rules. I like that. Already 2.3% on the account, you can see. I probably are only going to give 2 examples here, man. We could go back test all day, but this is going to be more than an hour-long video. I don't want to make it an hour-long video, but I hope you guys enjoyed my 50 minutes strategy. I use this all the time. I hope that this video has helped. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, leave a like on this video and let me know in the comments if you enjoyed the way I delivered it. This software is called Pip Labs. It's also linked in the description below. Make use of it. Try the free demo and see all of the features. It has so many features, this thing. I want to show you that dashboard. You can go and see all the statistics of the simulation that you just did. So you can see everything that you've done. If we take, for example, this simulation, we can see that you can see all your statistics, average win, average loss, which is very important to see your average win and average loss, to know that if you're winning more than you're losing is definitely a good thing. See which days you're winning, which days you're losing. Amazing stuff on here. So make use of this software. We are actually the owners of the software, so it is a small plug for myself, but we put a lot of passion based into this. And yeah, if you've actually made it this far to the video, use code PIP10, you get 10% off. I'm not even going to write that in the description, only for you guys who stick to the end of the video. But use the free demo first. Check if you like it and let us know. So that being said, take care, trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace. Let's go.